Hi, this is Jeffrey again, the illustrator of A Tale for Christmas, Zach's Quest. And since we're working on the Nativity scene, and we started with the baby Jesus, we're now going to move to Joseph. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is try to position Joseph in here and Mary in here like this. So I'm going to try to sort of create something like this. I'll go ahead and just sort of do something here with Mary as well. It's not going to be exactly like this, but I'm doing this because it's sort of a compositional thing. I want there to be feeling like it's sort of coming together like this. That's sort of the feeling that I want out of this scene. So I want them to be on their knees before Jesus. So I'm going to try to actually use the perspective a little bit like this. I'm going to do Joseph basically, but I want to explain why and how come I'm doing it like this, using the robes and things like that. I'm going to put his head up here. Mary's will be in this position more like this. And again, remember, I'm just trying to get a feeling for where I want things to be. So it's very much a simple sort of thing. How his hands are going to be. I'm going to bring his hands down onto his lap. I'm going to assume that they were wearing robes, so I'm going to pull that in so that I can have it says sort of this hanging thing over the top, but then underneath he's going to be wearing a robe. So again, I'm sort of walking my way through this, imagining where the robe and where his face will be in this area here. How he's going to come together. I'm going to get it like that. And I know they wore sandals, so I'm going to, or they didn't have shoes, I mean. So I'm going to do it like this. So once I start to get, like I said, once I start to get a feeling, I go like, okay, I think, again, these are like, I'm using little shorthand sort of things to try to position what I think, what it might be. I think I'm going to pull this back a little bit. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. I think I'm just about ready. Don't worry, just take your time when you're trying to come up with anything like this, and you will eventually find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go in here and start to, again, for me personally, start to try to find the face. So I'm going to, and it is a cartoon, so it is going to have, again, a little bit of a sort of that feel. Very different from say doing the more cartoon-like characters of Zach and some of the other characters. Go. And as far as the dress goes, you can pretty much do however you feel, except I'm going to change one little thing. He doesn't look happy enough, so I'm going to put a little bit of a smile on there. Again, like I said, don't be afraid to change anything. the soul here. Do the same thing on this side. And how did I do that? Here we go. Now I'm going to go in there and start to pull it out. Pull this back. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed learning to draw this character, and please be sure to check out the other lessons in this series. Merry Christmas!